Hello, friends, and welcome to our English learning channel. Today, we will improve our English listening skills through a story. Please listen carefully and try to understand the sentences. This story will help you practice listening, and you can also repeat the words after me. Now, let's begin our story. My name is Sarah. I am a woman. I am 28 years old. I have blonde hair and blue eyes. People sometimes say I am pretty. I work as a professor, teaching economics at a big college. I like my job very much. My students are young and full of energy. My life is usually quiet. I go to work every day. After work, I return home. I read books. I have some friends, but I am not dating anyone. I am single. Sometimes I feel lonely in my quiet life. This semester, a new student entered my economics class. His name is Mike. He is only 19 years old, very young. He has dark hair and a nice smile. He always sits near the front of the room. Mike is clever. He understands economics well and asks good questions. But sometimes I see him watching me. He looks at me when I teach. He looks at me when I write on the board. His look is different. It is not like the other students' look. I notice it. After class, Mike often stayed. Other students left quickly, but Mike waited. He always had something to say. Usually it was about the lesson, but sometimes it was more. Sometimes he smiled at me. "Professor Sarah," he said one afternoon, "your lecture today was really interesting. You explained things very well." His eyes looked friendly. Another time he said, "You look very nice today, Professor. I like that color on you." He said it quietly, and I felt my face grow warm. I was surprised. He was my student. He was only 19. My mind started to think, "Sarah, be careful. This is not right. He was too young, and I was his professor. There was a rule. It was wrong to have these kinds of talks." When he tried to talk about things not related to economics, I stopped him. "Mike," I said in a strong voice, "do you have a question about the lesson? We should talk about economics." I wanted to be professional. I set a clear line. "My personal life is my own, Mike, and yours is yours." I showed him our talks must only be about college. I tried to push away the strange feeling his words gave me. It was hard. A part of me felt happy when he said nice things. It had been a long time since anyone noticed me like that. It felt nice, but I knew it was wrong. I had to be strong. He was my student, and that was most important. A holiday away. Worked hard to be a good professor. When Mike talked to me, I only spoke about economics. I said things like, "Do you have a question about the lesson, Mike?" I did not want to talk about other things. He was my student, and I was his teacher. This was important. I knew it was wrong to think about him differently. I told myself this many times. "Sarah, be careful. He is too young. This is not right." I tried to keep a professional distance. I did not want problems at work. My job as a professor was my life. But Mike continued to look at me in a special way. He smiled at me after class. He sometimes said nice things, but I tried not to listen. It was difficult to ignore him. A small part of me felt happy when he paid attention to me. It had been a very long time since someone looked at me with such interest. It felt nice to feel noticed again. But I knew it was not right for a teacher and a student. I pushed the feeling away. I focused on my teaching and research. The weeks passed quickly. The semester was ending. I felt tired. Teaching is hard work, and this semester was harder. I needed a break. I needed to get away from college, from the city, and from my confusing feelings. I wanted to forget work for a while. I wanted rest and peace. I looked online for a holiday. I found a beautiful island. It was far from my home, with quiet beaches and lots of sun. It seemed perfect. I booked a trip. I thought, I will sit on the beach under the sun. I will read books and listen to the sea. I will swim in warm water. I will not think about work. I will not think about students. I will not think about money. Packed my bag slowly. I felt ready for the holiday. I needed the sun and the peace. I hoped the trip would help me forget everything difficult. I just needed a simple holiday away from my normal life. I looked forward to leaving the city and flying to the island. It felt like a good plan. Before we meet again, I was on the island for my holiday. I needed to rest. I was sitting at a bar on the beach. The evening was warm and quiet. I had a cool drink in my hand. The sound of the sea was soft. The music played gently. I felt relaxed and far from my life at college. Suddenly, I heard a voice. "Sarah? Professor Sarah?" I turned quickly. My eyes went wide with surprise. It was Mike, my student. He was with friends. I could not believe it. He was here, on this small island, at the same time as me. Mike walked towards me. He smiled the same smile from class. "Hello, Professor Sarah," he said. "This is amazing. What are you doing here?" "Hello, Mike," I said. "I am on holiday." "Wow," he said again. "Meeting you here, a crazy surprise." "Yes," I agreed. "A very big surprise." Then he asked, Sarah, can I buy you a drink?" I thought for a moment. We were not at college now. We were on holiday. "Okay, Mike," I said. "Thank you, just one drink." Mike bought a drink and sat with me. His friends moved away. We talked. One drink became 2, then 3. We did not talk about economics or rules. We talked about life. We talked about dreams and favorite things. Mike told funny stories. He made me laugh. I felt young again. I was not Professor Sarah. I was just Sarah. Later, the bar closed. We walked on the sand next to the water. The moon was silver. Mike took my hand. His hand was warm. My heart beat very fast. He looked at me and said softly, "You are so different. Here, more relaxed and very beautiful." He leaned closer. Then he kissed me. My mind said, "No, this is wrong." But my body did not listen. I kissed him back. The kiss was long and exciting. After that, we went to his hotel. We spent the night together. It was a night I will not forget. It felt new and exciting, but also wrong. He was 19. I was 28. He was my student. But on that island, for one night, we were just Sarah and Mike. The next morning, I woke in his room. My head was heavy. I felt guilty. He was my student, but I also felt alive. Mike smiled. "Good morning, Sarah," he said. He seemed happy. We had breakfast quietly. I told him, "Last night, back at college, it can't happen again." He said, "I know, but I like you, Sarah. A lot. Can we see each other sometimes? Secretly?" Part of me wanted to say yes. My heart was warm when he said he liked me. I whispered, "Maybe. But we must be very careful." Back at college, the holiday ended quickly. We returned to the city. At college, everything felt different. Mike did not look at me. He looked at his book. He did not smile. He did not wait after class. He left quickly with friends. He was the student again. I was the professor. but he was cold. I felt hurt. I sent him a text. "Hi, Mike, are you okay? Can we talk?" He did not answer. Days passed. He ignored me. I felt a knot in my stomach. One afternoon, I walked near the student cafe. I heard laughter. I heard Mike's voice. His friends laughed loudly. Then one said, "So, Mike, did you really do it with Professor Pretty Eyes on the island?" Mike laughed. "Yeah, easy. Won the bet. $100. She was all over me after a few drinks. Told you I could get her. Pay up." My body went cold. My blood felt like ice. A bet, a dare, all of it. A game to him. The looks, the words, the night. A cruel game. To win money. To look good to his friends. My heart broke into pieces. I felt sick. I felt stupid. So stupid. And used. He used me. Thank you for listening to this English story. I hope you enjoyed the story and practiced your listening skills. Remember, the more you listen, the better your English will become. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.